Alright, this video is going to talk about how to set up projections for a dataset in a manner that is easier than the default Palantir recommended method. If you go through the documentation that Palantir has on setting up a projection, you basically need to just go to your transform and the code that actually backs it in a code workbook and mention the options Noho is equal to true here. So that means that the schema associated with the data set is also updated. So let's see how that might look like, and let's look at an example here. All right. So if you go into details for this particular data set, and if you have a look at the schema, there is currently no mention of Noho here, and because this particular data set is backed by a file and not necessarily a code transform, there should technically be no other way to sort of access projections. But I'm going to show you a method to create a projection in this paradigm as well. So this functionality is available, but it's just hidden. So in your URL, you have a /preview/ the RID of the dataset followed by the branch. I'm going to replace preview with projections here, and that will take us to another place where you can add a projection. So I'm going to include all columns, optimize it for filtering, and let's say I have arrival date here, and I'm going to enable range scans. So I can then create a projection here. Let's not add a build. Let's not add a build schedule yet. But okay, let's just force a build projection right now. So you can have a look at this. It's going to come up with the projection plan here, and that will mean the application. That will mean the build is completed. So okay, let's have a look at this while this runs. Okay, in the meantime, this is the projection data set, and as you can see, that's being backed by the projections POC data set that we just saw earlier. And now you can see the projections tab is also visible here, which was not the case before. All right. Okay, this is being updated. Still initializing the application. Taking a while to run. Okay, in the meantime, let's have a look at the shape of the data and how it might be projected. So I have some data here, and it's basically commodity pricing for regions and locations. So you have an arrival date here, which is a date-based column, and the assumption is that I'll be filtering by this arrival date column in the future.